Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I am your host, Chantel Sierra, coming to you again for day number 152 of tapping into universal energy, seeing what spirit has to say, and playing with my little girl as we embrace the queen within, learning to live aligned and crowned. This is what we talk about here. We utilize tarot, my intuition, and just divine insight as we navigate this thing called life. I am Chantel Sierra, your soul guide. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So without further ado, let's jump into these cards and see what they do. Welcome in, welcome in. If you come into the space, please tap the screen, show some love, and be on the lookout for this to be on my Circle of Sisters Table Talk podcast. The first card out is the Three of Cups. The you that is waiting to emerge. That is what this message is all about. Definitely connecting with divine siblinghood as you see your dreams come true, as the true you begins to emerge. All right, we shuffling up this deck real good, y'all, because we want to see something new. But as you know, these cards do what they do, and I just interpret them as they come out. So here we go. Welcoming spirit, we normally pull 7 cards, so we have 1. We need 6 more cards. We welcome spirit into this reading, into this space. We welcome in all the people who needs what's about to be displayed. Justice. So this is where you find justice, right? As you truly begin to emerge as your true self, justice will be there. Everything, karmic cycles end and begin in the place of justice, okay? Seeing yourself clearly, knowing the good, the bad, and the ugly that is within you, and loving it through and through so that you can show up unapologetically as you do. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Just getting the cards before we tap into the overall message of waiting to emerge. The new you, the true you, the all of you is waiting to emerge. As we've come out of this full moon in Sagittarius, which was the blue moon, there's a lot of newness that is coming up as well. This is where we get to see things from a different point of view, seeing ourselves in a different point of view. You know, we get caught up in the way things have always been and think that that's it. This is all I get. This is all that life is presenting to me. But as the true you emerges, as you begin to break out of the cycles and bring justice and harmony to all situations in that space of love, building with community as the Three of Pentacles shows up, this is how you begin to live your best life now. As you know, I'm all about good is all there is. Yes, there are things that come up that may seem evil, that may seem torturous or traumatic, but it's all good. It's here to teach us lessons so that we can truly be the blessing. Our story is the medicine. Our story is what allows us to grow, to evolve, and to come through on the other side, living our best life now. What happened to us, it's part of our growth. What we've been through, it's part of the plan. We just got to get out of our head and come into our heart, seeing things the way they were meant to be from the start. This is the 5 of Swords energy. That is the number 5 card as well. So we're going to go 2 more cards. Welcome in, and those cards just dropped out face down. So we have to walk away from the way we once lived. You know, not saying that what we see is what we get. We get a choice of what comes next, but we have to walk away from it. And they said double time. Walk away. Walk away from the limiting beliefs. Walk away from the old stories that don't serve. Walk away from the life that you've been living that is not in your highest height. Woo! And this is how you take the wheel of your life. This is how you begin to allow the true you to emerge through the shadow and the light. It's all necessary, but the way that you view it, ultimately says how you will live your life. If you view it as this is all I get, this is all you get. But if you can move into the frequency of abundance and bliss and joy and happiness and love and everything that you wish, dream, everything that you've wished, dreamed, or imagined for your life that you have not yet, that has not yet come into these two eyesight, you have to hold the vision. The dream is you. The vision is you. The message is for you. But you have to rise up out of the mud, because it gets kind of muddy down here. We're going to bring that in. It gets kind of muddy down here. But like the lotus, the mud is necessary. And as I'm reflecting on that, you know, we know that seeds go into the mud, right? Seeds have to be put into the mud. And if the mud is all they see and they don't know that there's supposed to be a tree or a beautiful flower or even the lotus coming from the mud and the water, that's all. It will be stagnant. It won't reach its full potential. That's the same for us. We have been planted as a seed in this earth, and it's up to us to begin to evolve into our wishes, our hopes, our dreams, those things that we've imagined for our life that are not yet seen. We have to stay rooted and grounded in being, in becoming, in emerging from the muck. And we know the other word that starts with the F. But yeah, we got to rise up out of that. And we have to say, you know what? This is only here to make me stronger. Just like in the soil. The soil, the ugly part, has the nutrients that is necessary for the trees, for the plants to grow. So we have to really begin to understand that if it's not aligning to what you have seen for your life, it's time to let it go. This is the 8 of Cups, the water and the earth, okay? The sword, okay? So we have to give thanks. We have to move beyond the emotions. We have to move beyond what we see every day. And we have to truly get grounded in what it is we desire. That's what this message is saying. As we emerge into this new way of life, we are starting a new month. We are on June 1st. You know, it's the second day after the full moon in Sagittarius, the blue moon. And it's really a perfect opportunity to begin to align your life to receive the justice, the most abundant life that you can have, your heaven on earth experience now. This is a mind shift. This is where life shifts happen. It starts in the mind. As my book, Aligned and Crowned, The Wheel Within the Wheel, Aligned and Crowned, The Wheel Within the Wheel, talks about aligning our life with universal law. And the first principle of universal law is all is mind. It starts in your crown. What do you know for sure? And how do you allow that to abound? No matter what. No matter what you see, no matter what other people say, no matter the family you've come from, no matter the failures you've had, this is all creating what you need to be able to hold the life you envision. Woo! We're going to bring that in because they are giving us some divine instructions right now as we begin to look at life in a different perspective and know that it is all within you to make it happen. And it does take community as well. You have to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Okay, this is how we gonna get our money. All right, that's an old school song, but we have to really truly get out of the limiting beliefs, the already programmed programs of the mind. Okay, we have to move beyond the monkey mind. We have to move beyond the mind of looking too far in the future or staying so far in the past. We have to be present now and align our minds, align our thoughts, align our actions, so that we can truly begin to embody the life that we desire. And it does take taking the wheel, taking control of your life, taking control of your well-being. It's not to say that life is going to be peaches and creams, wet rainbow and butterflies all the time. But the moment you change your mind, you do change your experience. So this is where we're balancing and bringing harmony into this yin-yang energy. I'm going to read this one from the book because they did say this is our overarching energy of how the new you begins to emerge. Taking the wheel. And it is a major arcana card. And we have 3 of them here. So we're going to read the major arcanas because we are ready for the shift. This place here is where life shifts happen. And it happens on a soul level. That's why I'm your soul guide. I'm coming in here with the most beneficial word that will guide us to our highest experience of life. And this wheel says, I allow the transformative energy of faith to help me expand my experience. Remember, I said at the beginning, everything is already here now. But are you able to hold it to completion? This is that 10 of Swords, endings and beginnings. This is where we are. As we are starting out, the first card out was this, seeing our wishes and dreams come true as we connect with divine siblinghood, the knowing of who we are as royalty in the earth, and taking the wheel. Okay, this was the first major arcana, or the last major arcana out, which it says, I allow the transformative energy of faith, that was what was given to you when you were birthed, to help you expand your experience. The next one, the next card out that we're going to start with, no, that was the last one. So the next one, going from the bottom to the top, is the hangman. We often find ourselves in this hangman energy where I said, what you see is not always what you get. What you see, you can settle for it. You can say, yeah, this is my family. We were born like this. Everybody I know live like this. This is all that we get. No. If you can imagine another life, that is the life for you. So you have to begin to see it from a different perspective. Take a pause, get grounded in saying, okay, how do I align this present life to that one? The other part of me, the highest part of me. This is that yin yang energy. How am I going to steer my wheel into the wheel of where fate is leading me? Just because it's fated doesn't mean you get to receive all the abundance of it, unless you are willing to do the work, unless you are willing to see things from a different perspective, okay? So this is the hangman. It says, I lean into my inner world of limitless miracles, surrendering to the divine will of the cosmos. This isn't a fake it till you make it. This is a let me show up as I am now, unapologetically, doing what I know how to get me to the next level. Not forcing, not fighting, not performing, not looking the part, but truly embodying all that you are. It's that simple. Unapologetically, because we often get caught up in other people's stories, other people's situations, other people's expectations, and we miss out on our own hopes and dreams because we're trying to fix other people, because we're trying to show up the way someone else expects us to. It's time out for that. This is the time that we show up in our truth, no matter what. We need you. The community needs you. The consciousness of humanity needs you. Not to be bound, not to be in this Ten of Wands energy where it's like, oh my God, I've died. Okay, yeah, you got to die to some things. And normally we don't die to the right things. We die to our hopes and dreams when in fact, that's not what we're supposed to be dying to. We're supposed to be living our hopes and dreams while we walk away from those things that don't align to it. Okay? They said bring that in. So we're dying to the hopes and dream blockers. Those things that keep us from moving forward. That's what we are walking away from. And we're going to feel the emotion of it. Understand, that's how the lotus blossoms. She has to come out of the mud. She has to come out of the water. And she has to sail on top. Kind of like that. You have to begin to know where you're going and go for it, no matter what. All right? And that is where you will find your space, yourself seeing yourself correctly and things balancing out for you. This is where the balance, harmony, ma'at comes in. You work with community. Community works with you. Your karma, based on what you've said and done, will show up. And the hopes is that it will bring you your hopes and dreams. Because once you begin to align and move through the current of all that is in our natural eye into what we know for sure, we'll find justice. And justice says, my good karma is delightfully loving. I can use it. It can be the most motivating teachers. My good karma is delightfully loving, and it can be the most motivating teachers. This is a life school. This is us being seeded into the earth. Get that? We have been seeded into the earth through the sperm, through the womb, through the birth canal, being sent with a purpose to know that there will be endings and beginnings. You will have your heaven and hell experiences, but you have to be able to float in those emotions, but allow them to float you in the places that you're meant to go. You're not supposed to stay. You're not supposed to stay stuck in your mind of, oh my God, what I see is what I get. No, it's time to move on. And you may have this stop, these stop signs, these pauses, and these goes in your life. Slow down, re-examine, and then go for it. Because this is the time that your soul is calling you forth. You are emerging. You are coming out of the mud. You are living your best life now, even if you don't know it. You may not have taken advantage of it. You may not see it from the perspective that you need to see it. This is where the hangman says, transform it. This is a transformative life. You don't have to stay where you are. I'm reminded of the story with, or the song by India Arie. I am not my hair. I am not my hair. I'm not my family. I'm not my situation. I am a being of light. I am my sacred place. Greetings, son. Oh, welcome in. We are emerging from the mud today. We are coming into the truth and saying what needs to be said. Yeah, buddy, we rolling with the dolphins. We rolling with the dolphins. You know that is my animal, and I love dolphins as I'm looking at them over there. This is where we begin to play. Dolphins is all about supporting that highest frequency of life and play. And you know dolphins are mammals. So let's see what they got to say as we tap into this energy today, okay? So we're going into our soul's journey cards right now, seeing what the soul's journey has to say, okay? Because we are emerging. 2 cards came out, and we talked about this earlier this week about self-esteem. We have to esteem ourselves in order to embrace our hopes and dreams, okay? We have to be the change that we wish to see. Don't allow what's outside of you to be your determining factor of who you are, what you're going to get, what you are here to experience, because it's you who gets to change the world. We changing the world one life at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time, one thought, one emotion, one movement at a time. As you esteem yourself, self-esteem says, I possess the gifts of the soul that benefits me and others. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefits me and others. And this is where the transformation begins to happen, because some people will see you and know where you came from and have maybe even lived right beside you, but your lives are in two different frequencies. What's the determining factor? You are. You determine how your life will be. It's not where you were born. It's not the people who raised you. It's not the failures or the accomplishments. It's none of that. It's really, truly you rising to the occasion and coming out of the mud of other people's ideas for you and truly beginning to esteem yourself, love yourself, cherish yourself, and know that you can do whatever you want to do no matter what anyone else says. Okay? The next one is Soul's Journey. This is where you're going to find your peace. You are the piece, a play on words, of your puzzle. You are the puzzle. You just have to attract all of the pieces in that space of peace, pieces together. And this is also where the community comes in. This is also where you begin to work together in this energy of sacred siblinghood. We are royalty. We are one with the divine. We are the dreams come true. Woo! The dream has already came true once you were birthed. It's the dream of me and you getting to do this together. This is beautiful. So, peace says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Sometimes you got to walk away. They said it 2 times, y'all. 8 of Cups, walk away from what no longer serves. 10 of Swords, let it go. But I'm going to read it from the book just because they said y'all need to know. This is how we emerge. The you that is waiting for your dreams, your hopes, your heaven on earth experience is waiting for you to die, death and rebirth, release and let go to something so that you can have endings and beginnings. Allowing your emotions to move you. Stop stuffing stuff. Stop not speaking your truth. Stop not showing up for you. Stop saying yes when you know you should be saying no. Stop showing up when you really don't want to go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They talking to us, y'all. So we are going to read this 10 of Swords. And then 10 of Swords says, and then we'll read the 8 of Cups. So, this is how it happens. 10 of Swords says, I am healing every day. And sometimes the healing comes through the trials and tribulations. Woo! Say that again. Sometimes the healing comes through the trials and tribulations. This is where they're saying, you got to lean into it. What is this here to teach me? Am I ready to learn the lesson? Am I ready to receive the blessing? You got to lean into it. This is what healing looks like. Then we'll go into the 8 of Cups, okay? 8 of Cups. Both of these is saying walk away from the things that no longer serve so that you can truly receive everything that does. And this one does say that. So give thanks. So it says, I walk away from negativity and I choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. Y'all, I can't make this up. I cannot make it up. We have to choose ourselves. We have to choose who we want to become. We have to choose to generate the energy, the frequency, the capacity to hold the soul vision. Your own divine lifestyle blueprint is in you. But you have been cluttered down or overshadowed by what you see and thinking that's it. But we got to let that go. We got to let it go and go within so we don't do without. Go within so you don't do without. And that is a proven fact. Why don't you try it out? Okay? So we're going to go into the secrets of the ancestors because they here and they is burning me up, y'all. Woo! We give thanks. But yes, this is how spirit works with me, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I get to show up and be the channel of love, light, and whatever else that sounds right, I guess. So this is where the twin comes in, okay? So this says conscious connections, and it reminds me of this card, okay? So the twin is your higher self, your divine self, and this egoic self, okay? This is all happening within you. This is that conscious collaboration, not only with yourself, but also with the community that is waiting for you. Are you ready to show up unapologetically? Are you ready to see your hopes and dreams come true? Oh, and look at that. You see that? Those symbols there? Again, this is that same energy of the wheel. It's the shadow and the light, the sun and the moon. This is all going on within us. And the moment we can embrace them, love them, this is also the lover energy, right? Bring them together as one within you, knowing that you don't need anybody else. We don't need anyone else to help us be who we are. Let me say that. We need community to grow the consciousness of humanity, but it first starts with you. And you can't depend on someone else to see you through. This is a work that only you can do. And it starts with connecting with your knowing, connecting with your crown chakra energy, the divine consciousness of God in me. This is how it begins. And believing it. When we were giving birth into this land, our goals, our visions, our destiny was already seated in the palm of our hand, in our hearts, in our mind, in our seed of creation. But we had to come into this vibration of the earth, the seed in the soil, to begin to cultivate it. And that's where everything begins to happen. And it happens with that one seed. What? Faith, as small as a mustard seed, can in fact move mountains. And this isn't literal, but it could be. You know, I don't know. Anything is possible. But let's see what this twin has to say to me, to us, okay? And it says conscious connections. And it is number 6. It says, I am worth loving and I am love. Woo, that felt good. I am worth loving. You speaking to yourself right now. I am worth loving. And I am love. Okay? That's getting us back to that root chakra. Oh, and look at this. This does look like a few mountains and the sun and the connection and all of it. Okay? So the ancestral medicine for this card says, my child, there are those in your bloodline who didn't know love, or who considered it I don't know this word, a I don't know the word. Okay. But like something that you shouldn't do or you shouldn't show. A frivolity. Frivolity? A frivolity. I've never heard that word, but I've read it. I always skip it though. Okay. So those are, there are those in your bloodline who didn't know love or who considered it a frailty. That's what I'll say. Do not let this be your inheritance. Do not let this be your inheritance. So again, as I've talked about before, we carry the blood. There's something about the blood. There's something about the blood for me. One day when I was lost, you know. Okay, I'm going to leave it right there. One day when I was lost, I didn't know what to do. But now I'm learning that love is all I need. Okay, so this frailty of love that our ancestors could not express, could not embody, has been passed on in our bloodlines. And it is up to us to transform, transmute, transcend that experience and be able to embody this love for ourselves first and then for others. Because love, what did I say? Love is the key that unlocks every door. Love is the key that puts you in places you never thought you'd be in before. Love is the message of truth that unlocks every potential that your seed is to produce. But you have to begin to work with it. And it really means letting go of the expectations of what someone else has imparted to you. What someone else has said. Do this, be this. I need you to do this. Take a pause. Take a pause. Stop. Wiggle with it. And say, does that really feel like that is for me? I know I've shared my story many times of going through the motions, all the hierarchies, having the titles, having the job, having the profession, having the career, raising the family, doing all the things, but still feeling like, dang, is that all? But knowing there was something more. And not knowing all of the inside scoop of how to get there, but feeling into it. Saying, okay, what is it? What more is it? And my little girl showed up and said, we need to play. All those hopes, all those visions, all those dreams that you said you wanted to achieve that were put to the back burner, put to the side, put into the muddy waters. Or into, yeah, it was muddy waters for me, because the water is truly my medicine, you see. But put it into all those other things that I did, right? That helped nourish the soil of what I truly was to do, which is to do what I'm doing now. Playing with life, being a holistic self-care practitioner, helping other women regulate their nervous system, moving out of Western medicine model of the sick care into well care, and helping women identify practical spirituality and holistic health, mind, body, and soul, as they align to the energy that moves them forward, that severs that connection with dis-ease, so that you don't need the medicines from the pharmaceuticals, okay? You are the medicine, you are the key, you have everything that you need within thee, within you, within me. It's all here. But we have to begin to unlock those doors, and we do that through love. All right? So we're going to pull a moon energy card from my Moonology, because they said they have a message for us on this blue day, okay? So we're going to go into the Moonology Oracle deck for a moon card, just very quickly. And they gave us two. And they gave us this one before, not this one, but it says, the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. Ooh, they can't say this too many more times. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't let where you came from predict where you're going. It may be the medicine, it may be the nourishment, it may be the message that others need to hear, but it's not for you to stay there. It's for you to move into this energy. And this energy is the new moon. Y'all, I can't make this up. This is how we need to show up. And it says, a new start is coming. Are you ready to emerge? Are you ready to come out of the mud? Are you ready to meet your highest self, your divine self, your God self? She's there. He's there. We are here. And we are calling you forth. This is a community of transformers. Transformer, no one, wait, transformer, robots in disguise. But we're not robots. But we have some robotic movement that we need to do to move us into this place of justice, of our abundance, of everything that we need, our peace and our self-esteem. We are the steam, y'all. Self-esteem. Get moving. When I move, you move. Just like that. No, but as a matter of fact, we do have to move. You have to move beyond the limitation. You have to move beyond the old stories. You have to move beyond your feelings related to others. That was me. Miss People Pleaser, number 1. But now I'm learning that I have to please me first. Me first, then you. Giving to myself allows me to give to you. And I am doing it and doing it well. So I teach these women, I teach women as a holistic self-care practitioner to move out of expectation. Move away from that. Move out of obligation. Move away from that and move into the fullness of who you are. Soul sovereign being. Finding your true identity and working your blueprint. I help you to create this mastermind blueprint, lifestyle blueprint. I teach you and give you the tools that you use to hold the vibration and frequency of your I am as it is being revealed, and then begin to align, anchoring, liberating, illuminating, generating, and nourishing your best life now. So this is what we're doing, y'all. I'm so thankful that my son popped in. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you that popped in. Please continue to show up for you. It is time to emerge. You are the message. You are the voice. You are the power. And allow love to open the door. You are the dream come true. Until next time, peace and love. Good night.